What happens when you look into someone's eyes and realize they could be your downfall? That was the question echoing in my mind ever since my path crossed with Elise Dubois. I knew I should walk away. I knew that by hesitating, I was already making a mistake. But there was something about her that pulled me in, something that challenged everything I believed to be right. And now, the game between us had begun. But the problem with games is that sometimes the line between winner and loser fades before you even realize it. And I was about to discover that Elise played better than I expected. The shadows close in. The interrogation began that morning. Not with screams, not with blood, but with glances. My superiors were suspicious. Major Krüger, a man with cold eyes and calculated precision, had noticed something. Noticed her. "The café you frequent, Richter," he started, his voice casual as he studied a map of the city. "Have you ever wondered why so many Frenchmen continue to go there, even knowing German soldiers are present?" I remained silent. "We conducted a small investigation," he continued. "Some familiar faces from the resistance have been seen there. Nothing concrete yet. But we are watching." He looked directly at me. "Have you noticed anything, Lieutenant?" A test. I could have exposed her right then and there. Told them Elise had met with a known member of the resistance. That her hands trembled slightly when she served coffee near us. But instead, I heard my own voice respond. "Nothing that seems like a threat, sir." The lie came easier than I expected. Krüger steadied me for a moment. Then, he smiled. "Good. But stay alert. I don't like surprises." "Neither do I, Major." "Neither do I." The kiss of distrust. That night, I returned to the café. Not as a soldier, but as a man who needed to understand what he was doing. She was there, as always. But this time, when our eyes met, there was something different. Something more dangerous. She knew I had lied for her. And it unsettled her. I stepped up to the counter, resting my hands on the dark wood. "You want to know why?" She didn't pretend not to understand what I meant. She just stood still, her eyes analyzing every detail of my face. "Yes," she finally answered. The silence between us was long, heavy with everything we couldn't say. Then, Elise did something unexpected. She smiled. Not a smile of kindness or gratitude. A smile of challenge. "Then tell me, Herr Richter, did you lie for me, or for yourself?" My heart pounded harder, but my expression remained cold. "Maybe I'm just waiting to see how far you take this lie." The game. And at that moment, I realized she was about to turn the rules against me. Elise leaned over the counter, her face closer to mine. "Careful, soldier," she whispered. "If you don't know what you're doing, you might end up getting burned." The warning. The flirtation. The danger. I should have pulled away. But instead, I did something even more reckless. I kissed her. Not a kiss of desire, nor of tenderness. It was a kiss filled with distrust, anger, and uncertainty. And she kissed me back. Because, in the end, we both knew this game had already begun. And neither of us wanted to lose. To be continued. In the next episode, Elise uses her growing closeness with Johann to try to uncover German secrets. But how long can she keep pretending before she loses control? Meanwhile, Major Krüger begins to suspect that someone within the army is hiding information.